Dames and heren, meisters and Junge, and welcome back to FS19, the Elengrat map. And as you can see in front of me, actually, there's somebody that's not joined us for a very long time. And there's Alan.
Hello.
David is there.
Hello.
David's in the food.
So,
Yeah, you know me, if there's food around, I'm never far away.
So we're back just doing Elengrat. And yes, this is a penultimate F1 podcast, because the last one is next week. But we will get into the events of F1 now. We just need to get on whatever we're doing.
Good.
Speeding up. You're going to speed up time a bit. David is actually setting the game right now.
Yeah, I host this one, so that's normal. I was just debating because
this Alan is the new electric tractor.
Yes, I've just got to join the farm first.
Oh, David.
Is that the new electric one?
Yeah, that little one is, and then this one's one of the new ones as well. Did you promote him and stuff?
Well, do we want to? It's a risk.
Okay, there you go. So, what do we need to do? Because I can't remember what I was doing. Did I finish the mowing?
I can't remember that. Basically, a large part of this map is grasslands.
Yeah, I know.
Right. I say you two are gonna have to talk me through it because obviously it's been a while.
So, if you look on your map and then press obviously L3, you'll see all the stuff the amount of land we own. So at the moment we own one arable field and a shit ton of grassland.
Okay.
So it's a case of we're trying to just...
No, we don't have a case yet.
It's just a case of trying to make some money. I mean, we're not doing too bad. Have we had the biogas payment yet? I can't remember.
I don't think that'll come out at midnight, won't it?
Yeah.
So, I've just bought another tractor.
Yeah. As you can hear the engine note, you know exactly what it is. Oh, you're going to do the mowing with that then?
I'm just moving to... I don't know what we're doing, 'cause what are we?
Well, speeding up time to get that field ready. We haven't even got a harvester.
No, that'll have to probably be leased.
We need a harvester. I'm just trying to think of what else we can actually...
You can always look at contracts.
Let's have a look at the contracts, see if there's out to do.
There's a couple of baling contracts.
A couple of sewing contracts. Yeah, but would you rent their stuff?
No, we don't need to. We've got everything we need to do a baling contract.
What's that electric one like for power?
Not great. If you
It's only about 70 horse.
Well, if you press your touchpad and just press triangle, you can check through your...
68.
Yeah, it's good for karting. I don't mind it for karting. Well, if you want to do a contract, a baling contract, then...
The only problem is our bale. No, our bale is not a wrap. That one that pays 10 grand, he just wants them wrapped as grass bale, he doesn't want silage bales, so...
What do you mean? It wants them wrapped as grass bales or not wrapped?
Not
or
wrapped, I was checking if our bale are pre-wrapped, but he doesn't want them wrapped.
Yeah, well, does our baler wrap them or
our
not
baler,
wrap them?
No,
doesn't wrap them.
Feel 15.
So if our baler
Got his
doesn't...
hard work.
Yeah, but if our baler doesn't wrap them, then can't we do
It's
that
right.
contract? Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't sure if the baler did it in yet, so I was checking.
Yeah, mow the grass until 15, then dry it with a tedder and bale it.
Oh boy.
Then take the bales to barn.
That's the windrower. The other one's must be the tedder.
The Burma will take the tedder, the green one without the cab.
Well, no, we can do. You can actually mow and tedder at the same time.
Yeah, but will the John Deere actually do it?
Yes.
Well, can the Burma take the bale trailer?
Yeah, because we're gonna need the
I've got the lin track on the baler.
probably gonna need the windrower as well.
Where the hell's the windrower?
Up against the side of the silage.
Ah, okay.
I was thinking because I can put the tedder on the back of the John Deere so you can mow and tedder at the same one pass.
Okay.
Efficiency. Then it's a case of windrow in it and bale it.
Right, you taking the tedder up with you then, Chris?
I've got the windrower. David's already got the tedder.
Okay.
The next thing we need is the baler.
Alan's got
I've
the
got-
baler. I put it on the lin track.
We can leave the bale trailer there until after.
Right. Where are we going again?
Field 15.
Right, let me actually get the big map open, it makes more sense to do that. Come out of here, go down the hill. Where the fuck is... Oh, it's that one, is it? Joys. Okay. Car. God damn it. I got a bit of lag. Little bit.
Yeah, we've all used that excuse.
Right over the bridge.
Probably about as far away from our farm as we can get.
Yeah. We haven't got the bale trailer though, have we?
Well, no, probably once we can sort that bit out. Because to be fair, I think the electric's a little underpowered, so if we get once the John Deere finished doing this, it might have to get the bale trailer.
Yeah. So if you ever need anything from the shop is there.
Okay.
Well, you're giving him a tour.
Yeah. I'm sort of used to the map-ish.
Yeah, anything in the shop, you know, like a Twix or...
I forgot that lin truck's got a little bit more power than this.
Well, you're not pushing you down the road.
Nearly.
At least buying dinner first, come on.
Well, this only goes 21 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of curiosity...
It killed a cat.
Go on.
Where's David? Oh,
Down the other end.
he's down the other end. Okay.
Right, so if I leave this baler down the end,
Leave it for now, let us get a little bit ahead before we start.
And he's racing me. Did you notice
He's
something about...
not, because for him to be racing, you'd have to stand a chance.
Did you notice something about...
That's like F1.
Did you notice something about that tractor though?
yep, I've already taken it off.
Four-wheel steering.
Yeah.
You don't like
Um,
four-wheel steering either.
No.
Did you notice the
Oh, you
strobes
like
on
it.
it?
Yes, I have noticed the strobes on it as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't stand four-wheel steering on tractors either.
Oh, I
Right,
like
so
it.
what
So-
else are you bringing down?
The
Just the bale trailer, I don't know if we've got anything left with really the power to...
lin track will bring it down.
That's right, I've just dropped the Bailiff down there. I'll go back and grab it.
It's in the...
It's just out in the yard, and it's the massive red
No,
Anderson.
I think I put it in the shed.
I'll find it.
Shed next to the water, milk tanker. Right, so one at a time. David, what did you think of today's race?
I can sum up today's race with one statement. Can Bottas keep his job? That's my... The race itself, I'll tell you what, for all this year has been a shit. We've actually had one of the best seasons of F1 we've had for a lot of years. And today's race proved it. Today's race to me was great. Didn't have the horror story of last week.
No.
Had some good racing, and I've spent the last, I feel like, at least 4 podcasts singing Perez's praises.
Yes. You have.
I have really, really been pushing that lad. And I also have to stand here now and eat a little bit of humble pie, because I was here saying I didn't think Russell... I thought Russell would buckle under pressure.
Yeah, you do have something to eat there.
Hang on, no, this is for the other podcast we do. Yeah, Russell performed faultlessly, which I actually didn't expect, because every time he's got a Williams to somewhere useful, he seems to have managed to throw it at the scenery.
Yeah.
I mean, dumping it under the safety car has got to go down one of the ultimate clangers in F1.
Yeah.
A club that, as far as I'm aware, well, certainly him and Grosjean both are members of, but...
Be nice to Grosjean.
I'm not being nasty to Grosjean, he genuinely...
I know he has. Yeah.
It was Azerbaijan, wasn't it, about 2 years ago?
Well, I watched something back on Facebook, and I can't remember which one. It was on the F1 page, and I can't even remember if it was safety car or medical car or whatever the hell it was, but there was a certain race, and an F1 car had come in too fast and just taken the door off the safety car. Or...
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, it was a few years ago now.
So what did Alan think of the race?
I think it's been the best race so far this season, and for a very long time. It's a nice short track.
That was it, when there was a lot of concerns that track wasn't going to work for F1.
Yeah. Well, that was
And
it.
I think
It was, what,
it
just
did.
over 2 miles?
Well, sub 1 minute laps.
Yeah, but you had to look at... The problem was, the reason why they were worried, you only had to look at fucking Formula 2 the other day. The Formula 2 race. Jesus.
I've not seen any of the Formula 2 races, actually.
Oh, God.
No, I haven't.
The F2 qualifying is what made them worry about it, because it was an absolute shambles.
I know they were worried with a lot of the cars being slow on their outlap.
Yeah.
Well,
Which was
the F1 has a
same
different set
Monza.
of... Yeah, F1 now has a different set of rules set in place, because after Monza that year, that was frigging shambolic.
Yeah.
They actually put a couple of rules and regulations in place to prevent that from happening again. Someone just disconnected the mic?
No.
Not guilty.
Oh, I just thought I had a mic disconnect.
No, I'm probably adjusting my mic.
I think George Russell done extremely well.
Told you, I personally, after that race, I cannot think of any situation where Bottas can keep that seat.
Well, his contract runs out at the end of next year.
The problem is, like I say, he's already been given the contract for 2021.
You know, when they airdrop that lad into the car, the guy's being made to fit, having to wear shoes that are too small to fit in the pedal box.
A size too small, because Hamilton's only, what, 5'7", and Russell's 5...
Russell is
6'2".
6'4".
6'2".
6'2". you know, they head off into that car. He outdrives Bottas all weekend.
I'm sorry, but that fucking overtake from Russell against Bottas towards the end of the race, towards the end of the race as well.
Oh yeah, that was gutsy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, he had some balls.
To be fair, the first corner, like, he just took his line and went, right, this is my line, screw you. To be fair, that's kind of what caused the problem, because Bottas got a snake on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
which kind of caused everything that happened behind.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, Bottas has a history of that. Look at flaming Italy, the chaos Bottas managed to cause.
After safety car restart?
Yeah. Bottas, what happened there? Fucking chaos.
It's just... Bottas just doesn't have it. I mean... We'll get
he seems to have gone off the boil. To me, he seems to have hit the same problem.
Later on.
Yeah. He seems to have had the same problem that Vettel's had this year.
He's just not
where he just seems to have not had... I don't know if his heart's not in it, or...
I don't know, he just... It's just... I mean... Leclerc... needs a fucking talking to. Jesus Christ. No wonder No wonder
he
fucking...
admitted it was his fault.
Yeah, but you don't admit it live on fucking camera. You don't admit it live.
But fair play to him for doing it live.
Yeah, but that's what landed... Do you remember what they... If you saw it afterwards, that's what they said. You don't admit it on camera before you've even seen the stewards. You don't admit it before you've seen the stewards, because that's what landed... Who did they say? It said somebody else did that, and it landed him in grid position penalties and shit.
The only thing for me is obviously Perez had a great race. You can't fault him.
Oh yeah.
He's done over the last few years. He's
told you, Chris will tell you. I have been, especially the last. Ever since it became more and more clear that Perez is possibly not going to be driving next year, I think that's one of the biggest crimes.
Well, I don't know. As much as I like Albon, I reckon...
He finished lap 1 in last place, having flown through the air, and went on to win it.
That's what... Yeah, but he went on to win it because of a fuck-up.
You've got to be in the place to do it, though. You've got... And to be fair, before, you know, when it all came out...
Stroll did not like that one bit. Stroll didn't like to be beat. And that was clear. Even in after race interviews, you could see he wasn't happy. Because he's getting outdriven.
Yeah, but to me, Perez is the better driver of the two.
Perez is the fucking better driver of the two.
I know Stroll's had some decent performances. I still think he's there 25, at least half because of who owns the team.
Oh yeah, he's there because he's fucking daddy's team, isn't it?
I think if that wasn't the case, I don't think he'd have that drive.
No, he wouldn't.
He's done better than...
But the other thing you've got to look at now is, who's Perez going to be driving for next year?
Nobody.
Right now, nobody.
Is he going to get that Red Bull seat?
Well, this is what
I think he should.
This is what everybody's... Even this is like they were saying during the race. Everybody was crying out, get Perez in Red Bull.
Yeah. No offence, I like Albon, but he's just not performing.
Get him as a reserve. Get Perez in as Red Bull.
I don't think Gasly would go back to Red Bull. He's been dropped once by them and now seems to quite like the AlphaTauri.
And it quite suits him.
Vettel won't go back. Vettel wouldn't go back. Danny Rick wouldn't go back.
Vettel's going to Aston
Martin.
Yes,
we know that Vettel's got a Racing Point, and then obviously Danny Rick's got McLaren. But
yeah,
well, we're still waiting to see because Racing Point obviously going to Aston Martin. The cars are going to be British Racing Green, but their main sponsor's still with that water firm. They still want the cars to be a lot pink. We're trying to come up with a livery that doesn't look like a flying fucking watermelon.
And obviously next year we're not next year we're not just going to have the Mercedes safety cars. I don't think Alan knew about that.
No,
we're not going to have just Mercedes safety car next year. We're going to actually have Aston Martin safety cars as well, and it's going to be a switch between the two.
Do you reckon there's going to be a mini race out the pit lane, the first one to get out?
That would be good. That would be good to see live.
You could picture it like old Le Mans footage, both sets of drivers just sprint to the cars.
That would be a good thing to see.
Just a quick one about today's race. Russell did not get any sanction.
Oh, I didn't realise. I didn't realise. Yeah, I missed that bit. Did he not get thingied for that?
No, he didn't get sanctions.
Good. Because
well,
that was bullshit.
Any sanctions would have gone on the team, not on... You know, maybe fine the team or something.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't understand why should
Russell have been...
it?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't his fault.
Well, no, it wasn't his fault. This is what I didn't understand.
What actually happened? Did he end up with Bottas' tyres on?
They fucked up. Because they double stacked him.
Yeah,
this was the thing.
Thousands of times.
No. The first set of tyres he brought out should have been Russell's.
And it wasn't.
Because he was in the lead.
Yeah. It wasn't.
And it wasn't until the pit stop guy on the left realised...
He's put Russell's tyres on fucking Bottas.
Yeah.
They'd mixed them up. They rushed that pit. They rushed it. Because of the safety car, they rushed it. And it all just led to confusion.
And as they said, did they really need to pit them? They were on the hard tyres.
No.
Yeah, but it's one of those situations. If you get like a safety car and you have the opportunity to pit, you will always want to run fresher tyres.
Yeah.
If you've got an opportunity to put fresher tyres on with very little cost, you will take it.
I mean, and then that punch at the end was just...
Yeah, but that was debris.
Was, what the hell were the commentators on? They were going, Bottas has got a punch on. I'm thinking, no, that Marcus said Russell.
Yeah, but it was like Brundle earlier on had said Russell, and about the Williams in his. He didn't mention Merck. He actually mentioned Russell being in a Williams. It's like fucking hell, Brundle, come on. But it's just.
Obviously, he does get another chance next week.
Please do.
Well, the thing is, apparently Hamilton's not. He's quite. He's not one of these who's got it with no symptoms.
Well, yeah,
there's no way he can race next weekend.
They were saying
14 days cooling off period to take both races up.
It's only 10 days. It's 10 days isolation, and then he has to produce.
But he has to produce that negative test.
That negative test. But if he does, I personally would like to see Russell back in that car.
I think it would be a lot better for Russell because it will give him a better understanding of the car. Because obviously
he struggled.
It's a longer race.
It's a longer lap. The race is supposed to be roughly the same.
Yeah, it's a longer lap, more technical. And I reckon it will do him well. As he said, he had to get used to the buttons.
Well, yeah, he caused, whether it was a sensor or did he cause his own little mishap incident with the power.
It was a sensor issue because it happened twice. They've asked him to do it twice throughout the race.
I thought that's how he just told Bottas to remind him to stop at the first pit box.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That's the sort of thing though. I like Russell because he is genuine. You know, he's young, he's a laugh, and he doesn't take it too seriously.
Not serious enough when he needs to.
Yeah.
Alan, can you move forward a bit, please?
Or are you starting to?
Yeah, I'm starting to go around the windrow.
No problem. But yeah, it was... I go back to what I said at the offset of this. Based on... I know you can't really judge on one race alone, but I can't see any show reason why Bottas deserves that seat more.
Yeah, but it was funny though. They put Bottas as senior over Russell, and just Russell outperformed him.
Yeah.
Well and truly.
I mean, he only just lost out on pole.
If they had,
026 on it or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think if they hadn't have screwed up during that pit stop, I think if they hadn't have screwed up during that pit stop, he'd have had a good chance at winning that.
I think he'd
Oh,
have
yeah,
won.
he
I think
did.
he had it won up until that point. To be honest with you.
He did.
Yeah.
He-
Well, no, not so much that pit stop. It was more to do with the puncher.
Yeah, but that was because of
that
bloody.
50 because he,
That was Jack Aiken. That was the debris.
ironically, that was his old car.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He took the wing off it, but they left. Obviously, they had to put the safety car out because of the wing, but I don't think they got the debris, and that's what caused Russell's back puncture.
Yeah, because it was a slow puncher, but it
Yeah.
was affecting him that much.
Well,
But
the thing is, we don't want a. They'll go to any make. You got a slow puncher. I think.
Yeah,
if
they don't
that
want to
was
blow
to
up.
happen,
you know,
worst
the
comes
way
to
which he
worst,
got
if he
ahead,
did blow out and he crashed it hard, the FA would be on them when you knew there was a puncher. Why'd you let it drive?
Yeah.
You've got to bring him in.
but you know, after that restart, after the wing incident, look how quick.
Jesus.
Mercedes was of Russell's.
Oh yeah, it's Hamilton's car.
Yeah,
This is where I don't get. I'm going to always Hamilton's car. The Mercs will start as two identical cars. They are
Yeah.
then tuned to the driver's preference,
yeah.
but there is no such thing as a Hamilton spec Merc and a Bottas spec Merc.
Well,
There's
the
a Merc personalised.
yeah, I get that, but obviously he's driving Hamilton's car. But
I
it's a
think it's also down
case,
to the upgrades. Who gets the better upgrades?
and by the looks of it, Hamilton has. Because I'm
I
sorry,
think the car
but
then,
fucking
by this
Russell
point- by this point in the
absolutely,
season,
Russell Hamilton absolutely hammered it back to get where he was.
Yeah.
that's what I
But
was saying. Somehow I think Bottas just, his heart isn't in it. Somehow, I think he's having the same problem that Vettel's had this year.
yeah,
I don't think
Vettel-
anybody has the same problems what Vettel's had this year. I think Ferrari's it's one of the worst seasons ever.
oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
but Leclerc's at least been putting some mannequin of performance in.
Yeah, but look,
Yeah.
Leclerc has been out driving his car, and it has been
Oh,
Yeah,
proved.
Vettel, to me,
it-
Vettel's heart's gone. Which you go back to, I can't understand why Racing Point are picking him over Perez.
well, yeah.
Just back to,
I mean,
I'm quite enjoying Sainz going to Ferrari.
oh, you're probably enjoying it more than Sainz might be right now.
yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, but I reckon he can get the most out of that car.
Well,
To be honest
well,
with you, he can drive. He's got the opportunity to maybe even do it like what Schumacher did. If he can get in and start getting the car built the way he wants it,
yeah.
Yeah.
him
And
and
also-
Leclerc, that's two young guns. That's a very interesting prospect.
So
And then obviously
Stanley.
you've got Mick coming in as well.
Yeah.
Which we've got to think him in a Ferrari in a few years once he's got a bit of race time. I'm surprised. If I'd have been Haas, I'd have put Mick Schumacher in for these last two races.
The problem is it's because of the F2.
Yeah.
The F2. That's why Aikens and
Don't you have to think?
no,
No,
the still F2's still going. They've
Schumacher's won it. I think for the F2.
yeah, but they've still got
Well, in that
they've still
case,
got
then let him sit out Abu Dhabi and drive the big car instead.
well, like I said, they've still got the outstanding race, which is Abu Dhabi, and that's why obviously Aikens come up because of, and obviously Fittipaldi as well.
Yeah.
He didn't have
Now,
a
it was nice to
race.
see that name back in.
Oh
He
yeah.
had a solid one.
Do you want me to start bailing?
What, you're leaving already?
No, give me a little
No,
bit
let us get a
more,
little further ahead.
Yeah, no worries.
because the amount of the way he's done
What
this
do you
is
think? What do you mean the way I've done this?
the way it's spread around. It's
Well,
just not.
that's what a windrower does.
No, I'm not on about the wind. I'm not on about the windrower. The way you've tedded it and where you've looks like you've gone back to get bitchy mist and. Well, no, you haven't
You want to
actually.
do it?
I occasionally do.
Do.
Yeah, I do it. Anyways, what you saying?
But yeah, it's going to be. I think next year's going to be a lot more interesting with the
Well,
new rules and regulation.
Hamilton hasn't been offered his Merc contract.
Not yet.
Yeah, but he's going to get it. I think it's a cold day in hell that he's not going to get it.
Well, you've got to think. It depends what he's doing with that other bloody Dakar shite.
Oh,
Now,
the
perhaps Russell's performance might mean he doesn't get quite as much money as he maybe first thought he was going to get. Because Merck can turn around and maybe use him as some ammunition.
but
I think Hamilton will do at least one more season because he doesn't just want to match Schumacher's record.
He wants to. I know he wants to break it.
yeah, but that you can understand.
Yeah. I know we can understand that. But I don't know.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I mean, like I said, Max had a stinker. Oh,
Max had was a combination of bad luck.
I just
Maybe you should have tried to back out of it a little more. But
you can't. To be honest, I don't know if Max can actually blame anybody else but himself. As much as
No.
I'm a red, like I say, I like Red Bull. I like Max Verstappen. There was just something about that.
It was a very clumsy accident. Basically, you tried to keep going around the outside when maybe you should have backed it off.
Yeah, and he ended up putting it into the gravel and then into a fucking wall. Because his car was fine until he hit that wall.
Well, a lot of cars
Obviously.
have that problem.
No, but
Most road cars are fine until they hit a wall.
no, but if you know what I mean, he was fine.
Yeah.
He was fine. His car didn't get any damage off the collision between Leclerc and Perez.
Well,
And
he was never touched. He was just trying to put. Now, in a rare moment for Max, he actually backed out early.
I know that's the thing I don't understand. But if he hadn't, I think if he hadn't have done like they were saying, if he'd have been a bit quicker, I don't think he'd have got caught up in it. If he'd have reacted a little bit differently, they were saying I don't think Max would have got caught up in that. But no, it's gutting for Max because I mean I think he would have.
I think for Max, he still has second in the championship is still a possibility, but he's now 16 points behind Bottas. So basically, he would need a win for Bottas to either DNF or come well down the order.
Hmm.
I mean, in a lot of ways, it's a bit lucky for him that Bottas didn't exactly have a fantastic race.
Well, yeah. I mean, at least Russell got gained some bloody championship points. Russell actually scored his first ever points driving a Merc.
Yeah. Well, every time he's got the Williams anywhere near scoring points, something's gone wrong, hasn't it? So.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that the fact that when he goes back, he's going back to it. Yeah, he's going back to Williams, isn't he?
I think Williams have already confirmed same driver lineup for next year.
Yeah. When he goes back to Williams, I hope that now with him being in the driving the Merc, I'm actually hoping that if Williams can do him a good car, I'm hoping that's going to boost his confidence a bit more. And knowing that,
Can Williams do a good car? I mean, Williams have been off the ball now for a couple of years. Which I hate saying that because I love the Williams team, because the Williams team is history.
Well, yeah.
Up until this year, they were genuinely the last family-run F1 team.
They were. And then... It was... I mean...
You know, Sir Frank is a true legend of the sport.
But do you think it'll give him the confidence? Do you think it'll give Russell the confidence?
I think he'll look back at today and think, well, he did nothing wrong, which he did.
He didn't do anything wrong. The team
I
just...
think he'll go around and think the gods are against him. By God, I mean, if he could have been struck by lightning 2 laps from end, I think it would have happened.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was just all madness in their pit stop, and I think that's just that. I think that just screwed him a bit more.
Which is such a rarity for Merck.
Yeah, to screw
Why
up.
couldn't he be doing shit like this early on in season to Hamilton?
Well, yeah, exactly. But no, the Diva would have, you know what the Diva would have done, wouldn't you? His toys would have been
maybe
well
they
and
tweet
true.
about it.
Well, probably, yeah, he would have done.
One another stupid outfit to tweet about it. But, yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I think even like Brundle and that lot were just could not. You could tell in the voice when they were commentating, they were gutted that had happened for him.
They try and remove much bias, but then he's a young British lad. They obviously all want him to do well. I think there was a lot also of positivity for Perez in there. I think there was a lot of people from down the grid were very happy to see that.
Oh yeah.
Even people who race against him, I think, to see him finally take a win home.
Yeah, and because they know.
It's 190 races or something like that.
190.
Now a record for the longest gap between first ever race and first victory.
It was like 190. I mean, Jesus. Like we say, as much as I like Albon, as much as I like Red Bull, I actually would, like, after...
You're coming around to my way of thinking
well,
now,
no,
aren't you?
after seeing how Perez has driven over these races, I actually would like to see him in... like, stick bloody Albon as a reserve driver if need be.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
You will be.
You know what I mean? Just stick Albon as a reserve and put Perez in the suit.
Change subject. I'm going to start bailing.
Yeah, you can do.
I just think Perez and Verstappen in the same car. Perez would actually give Verstappen the backup he's needed this year.
Yeah, because Albon's not really give it. But in saying that, like Danny Rick and Norris, that would be them two. Obviously, for McLaren, is going to be interesting. You know what I mean? It's just going to be like, yeah, but Danny,
but he's now on the far side of his F1 curve. He's one of the older guys at this point.
He's not. Yeah, he's one of the older guys, but he's still got it when he,
But to be fair, Hamilton's like 38 now, isn't he? It's funny, me and my dad were talking about it. It's like Kimi now. Kimi's basically playing the life of an international playboy, isn't he?
Kimi is, yeah.
Keep driving around, drive a fast car, go and advertise Alfa Romeo on weekends, take a paycheck and love life. He's living the bloody dream.
Yeah.
And he's signed up for another year. I'm making, what is he, 42, 43 now, something like that?
Something like that.
I think he's already the oldest F1 driver in history.
Yeah. But he's also very good.
He's also still got the ability to actually perform. I don't think there's another championship in him these days, but...
Yeah, but the thing is, I could never understand why Vettel got racing point. I still can't... I can't get that in my head.
Vettel, he had one... He showed his class in that really slippy... Was it Portimao, wasn't it?
Yeah, Portimao.
In those slippy conditions, actually, the experience of a four-time world champion came
Showed, yeah.
But other than that, he's had a couple of bad seasons now where he just doesn't seem to have had the... had the spark somehow.
No.
And ironically, when he kept tripping over signs, especially once we knew signs was taking his car off him.
He's sort of given up.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was funny to was it Racing Point? Perez literally just absolutely shutting the door on him. The way he overtook him.
Was it that? I still wish because when Perez crossed the line, like if I was him, I would have just sat there and gone, right. So what position did Vettel finish today? I'd have just sat there and gone, right, go on, man.
And it's
But
just
even towards the end, it was even towards the end of the race though when Russell overtook Vettel so easy.
Bottas, you mean?
No, Vettel. Because Vettel was in front
yeah,
of him the last few laps.
yeah. No, he did. He overtook Vettel so easy.
But to be fair, Russell did kind of used to nicely feed the flames for those who say that the car does 98% of the work, because that Merc is...
It's quick.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But the way Russell, like I say, from where Russell was to where he finished, it's just like he can drive. And it is a shame that the Williams is just not performing for him.
No.
And I reckon, you don't
next year, I reckon it will.
I hope so.
It depends, because as you say, it's a whole new set of regulations. For all we know, Merck could get it totally wrong with this 21 set of rules. It could be nowhere. It's unlikely, don't get me wrong, but it's theoretically possible.
Well, we know it's theoretically possible.
There's all the things, I mean, they decided this DAS system is fully legal now, because it's still up to...
Well, they've approved it this year, so...
Don't know, because
I don't think they're approving it for next year.
Because that's kind of what screwed Ferrari, was it? It was something to do with their fuel system got outlawed, didn't it? That's basically what killed them this year.
Yeah.
Did they used to burn a little bit of oil or something like that, and they decided that that wasn't... I seem to recall.
Can't remember.
There was something the Ferrari was doing with the way it burnt fuel or something that they decided was basically what's made them so slow this year, because they've lost a load of power by having to take this out.
Not entirely sure.
And I know obviously with the extra party button as they called it,
it
just shows that it wasn't always needed.
Sometimes you've got to turn it up to 11 and send it. Lick the stamp and send it.
Yeah, because they stopped him doing that, didn't they? Stopped him doing the engine mode change.
Whatever you used to had on qualifying is what you use in the race.
Yeah. But then they're gonna be the thing that's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna kill the sport or it's gonna make it more interesting. But the FIA are gonna have to be very, very stringent on the rules to do with this reverse grid qualifying bollocks. This reverse
What,
grid.
is that actually going to be a thing?
Yes.
Oh. Reverse grids do not work.
Well, this is what I said. This is the trial.
Because they use it in Formula 2, innit?
Yeah, this is the trial of the reverse grid. And this is what I'd been saying to you, and you've been like, well, it's not going to work. Well, this is what they're going to see, whether it will work or not. Because it's just going to be a trial. It's not going to be, it's not definitively set in stone, it is just a trial test.
I still think they should ring back the old original qualifying.
Yes. Well, yes and no. The problem with that one was it was an hour session where nothing happened for 45 minutes.
This is why they do it the way they do.
I think it should just be a straight, maybe do it, 15-minute session. I'm getting a lot of mic feedback all of a sudden, by the way.
Not off me.
How's that?
Yeah, it's better.
Are you
about a
starting
15-minute session, all cars on track, and then maybe the top 10 for 10 minutes at the end. Cut out that second part.
Still getting mic feedback.
Try now. Should be alright.
No, not
That
getting
sounds.
anything. Sounds
Yeah,
better.
that's good to me.
Well, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, do we know what he's replacing Hanoi yet?
That's kind of open at the moment. Basically, the FIA have left that open to the tracks to say, look, you guys want to host a race.
Yeah.
Now,
bring back
what I would say
Mugello.
is we've had some great, Mugello, any of the tracks we've done this year that weren't normal F1 tracks were great. Bring this one back.
Even
Yeah.
Imola.
Yeah, Imola. As far as I'm concerned, I'd stand here now and say we could easily dump France and bring one of the other Italy tracks back, and dump Russia and bring
I was
Bahrain
gonna
a second
say,
week.
yeah, bring.
What about Portugal?
Wasn't a bad race. Turkey wasn't a bad.
It's got to say, dump Sochi out of it.
Dump Sochi and dump Paul Ricard.
Yeah.
And do maybe this Bahrain outer loop and do Imola or Mugello. I think Imola over Mugello.
Yeah.
I would
Mugello
say
was a little bit too small.
I would say dump Monaco, but
Monaco's history in it. Monaco's.
yes, that's what I mean. You can't drop the crown. You can't drop the crown of the F1 or the dual.
You never know. If these rule changes do manage to actually slow the cars down a bit, it might actually open up a tracks like Mugello a little more, because
Well, Mugello will be dependent on Ferrari anyways.
yeah, I mean, you look at England. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Silverstone. It's not a bad circuit. It's not a great
Yeah,
circuit.
but Silverstone's not been never been the same since they swapped
Since
it
they screwed you
around.
up, yeah. No. You might want to back off the windrowing a bit, because I'm now catching your windrows. You've caught me up.
Yeah, no, don't try not to keep missing bits on the turn. It's not the fact that I might want to back off. It's the fact that I know I'm catching you. That's the problem. I don't know.
Bring back some of the tracks they've had this year. It would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's why they've left. There's that gap in the calendar with the TBC next to it, and saying when they were talking, I think it was Chase Carey they were talking to.
Yeah, but
He basically said it's.
do you know why? You know why they dropped Hanoi though, don't you? I think we've already discussed it.
There was something funny with finances, wasn't there?
No, there was somebody that was linked into F1, and yeah, it was something to do with that. But they linked it in. There's some high-profile guy that was linked to F1, and he got arrested for
Yes.
the something to do with big group, some sort of group and money. It sounds a bit like the mayor of Liverpool, to be honest.
Oh, I was just thinking of that. Funny as you said that. Awarding his business contracts.
But it's.
He looks a
I
fucking
reckon there
fug.
is the possibility of bringing some of them tracks back.
Yeah.
I would
If
like.
not next year, but the year after, get them up properly.
Well, Zandvoort never got its debut.
Yeah, but I do want to. I'm assuming Zandvoort was back on. I do still want, because when we raced Zandvoort in the gate, it looks like it's going to be a very interesting track.
Yeah. Especially with those bank corners, you know.
Oh, that last coming off
last
that last
corner.
bend at circa 200 mile an hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's either going to be that's one of the spots where there could potentially be a freaking insane accident. But
Well, there's going to be that, and then also that other bank turn 4. Is it that turn 4 bank before the hill?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a crazy track, but it's a nice track.
Yeah.
it's got the potential to work.
Yeah, I'd like I say, keep sparring. Definitely keep spar. Keep.
Oh,
Oh, you-
three quarters of the calendar now is great.
Yeah.
Apart from, I don't know, France, ditch.
Sochi and Paul Ricard.
Russia, ditch.
And like I'm 50-50 on Silverstone. I hate to say about the British track, but
Yeah, but like I said, Silverstone was good, but when
I
they
think it needs a new track.
I mean, if we
Going
could
forward.
if we could slow the F1 cars down a little bit, Donny's a better course.
Yeah. Well, that's
Or
where it
Snare.
was originally held, wasn't it?
Well, no, he's been all over.
it was
No, I was talking to
Brands
Fish.
Hatch.
There's a thing on, yeah, there's Brands Hatch and there's also, there's the radio, so he actually raced at Aintree.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. Now, it was like, what was
As much
that?
as that'd be nice to think that they could race an hour from my house to go and watch it, I'm assuming where the track was, there's now a housing estate, so.
I don't know. I don't know if it was where.
It was around the horse race course now, I know where that is, I live around that area.
Yeah, it was at the horse race course. It was at actually
Yeah.
Entry itself.
But I think the cars now will be too big and too fast for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they've danced with the ideas of a street circuit in one of the cities, like that's...
They were about doing it around London.
No.
London, Birmingham's had a thought about it. In fact, it did it once in the 80s with the touring cars, the Birmingham Super Prix.
Yeah, but I can't see them doing it. I mean, because they've got enough city ones on there.
Actually, we'll do a rural one. Do it like out in the countryside.
Go through Liverpool to see if they come back with the top wheels.
Get them going through the Lake District.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Up to Keswick, over the A6 back to Kent, only like fucking Nürburgring.
Yeah. Well, even put the Grand Prix, Nürburgring Grand Prix track in again.
The F1 cars never handle the Nordschleife. No.
No,
And you get 3 laps to a set of tyres.
Yeah, but I didn't say Nordschleife, did I? I said GP track.
The Nürburgring GP track's not that great, really. I think Hockenheim's the better course.
Unfortunately, if I do that thing, I can't get the full track because that's later on towards the end of the year that they only do that. But obviously they didn't do it this year because of obviously the F1 took that over.
The Nürburgring GP course has that horrid first turn.
It's an interesting turn.
It's an awful corner.
That's what makes it so interesting.
The F1 cars barely have enough steering look.
A proper car barely has enough steering look.
You know, you're almost bordering on like being Rascas at Monaco territory.
Them chicanes at Monaco are awful.
Well, no, the hairpin. They actually have to run a separate, different steering arm to the rest of the year. To actually give them the steering look to get round that bloody chicane. Rascas, sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know which one you mean. It's like... But it's... I'm severely hoping Russell gets another opportunity at Abu Dhabi. I really...
Oh, he's going to. If Hamilton ends up driving it, it's a friggin'... He's pulled some stupid stunt.
Yeah.
Because from when he got the positive test results, to me, there's no way you can drive in either of them.
No. Well, unfortunately, there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, and I will mention, is unfortunately Grosjean will not be returning for Abu Dhabi.
No.
That's hardly surprising.
I know it's hardly surprising, but it's a shame because he wanted to be at Abu Dhabi.
Well,
Although,
he's not.
as I
he
said,
hasn't got a teammate, has he?
No, he's out.
No, he's out. That's his last
Him and
race.
K-Mag are both out.
Well,
He took the let's leave F1 with a bang to its most literal conclusion.
well, apparently K-Mag and Grosjean were looking at IndyCar.
Which Grosjean to me is never really. I'm not going to. I knew I was about to say that, and that would have sounded horrible. He's never really done anything amazing.
I reckon Grosjean would be better in rallying.
Yeah.
We're not going down We're not going down Kvyat route, are we? Is it Kvyat?
No.
You mean Kubica?
Yeah, Kubica.
Well, a few have tried, because I mean, Kimi tried his hand at rallying for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
he does in the off season, just the ice rallying in Finland.
But then again, we said before, they're from Finland, and now, if you can live in Finland, drive to Tesco's, you pretty much qualify for rallying anyway, 'cause that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you get your big old rear drive Volvo and slide your way to IKEA. You think I'm joking?
No, I know you're not joking.
But
I don't know.
I still like the looks of some of the lower teams next year.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and get the bale trailer, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, as much I was very, very surprised at Alonso.
What, going to Renault?
Well, coming back at all.
Alonso's he's just doing he's like Kimi now. He's just playing the game.
Because it made me laugh, because it's like, oh yeah, he has to have a young driver test in where they commented it. It was like he has to have a young driver test in inverted commas. It's like the bale trailers.
Oh, Alan brought it down. Yeah, I thought it was still.
Alan brought it down.
No, I brought it down.
Alright, fair enough. I won't go and get it then.
No.
Alan brought it. Well, if you give me the mower, I'll take the mower back.
Yeah, you can take them all back if you want. You take the tether back. Oh no, you can't take them both on, can you?
No.
Kind of. In fact, can you take them all back? Because if you're taking the windrow back, you've haven't got a front point on that.
Has it not got a front? Oh, I can't even take the bloody mower back then, can I?
No, it's got a. Because I moved the bale trailer with the front of it. It's got a tow ball on the front, but not a 3-point.
I'll come back for this. I'll come back for this.
But I think this year, especially from teams like McLaren, you know, compared to what they have done over the last few years, which isn't great.
You're a chicken. Sorry. McLaren a couple of years ago were a joke.
Yeah, they were.
I think this year they've done really well.
But then again, Williams kind of are just getting themselves back out of that stage.
Yeah.
I mean, let's remember, Bottas won a race in a Williams.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Not that many years ago.
No. But he can't.
And they go from there to their days with the one-arm pole.
Hmm. But he can't perform in the Mercedes.
No, I wasn't meaning that. I meant to prove. I didn't mean it in that. I was actually meaning more to say how Williams have fallen from basically being the Merck's second team, which to me now is more Racing Point's position.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Toto wasn't unhappy today because in the day Merck still finished first and third. They just weren't the black Mercs; they were the pink ones. You know, from Mercedes' point of view, that's still not a result to complain about.
No, I just think he's going to have some serious words with the pit crews.
It'll be different pit crews from Abu Dhabi. They've all been sacked.
There'll be a lot of shouting in German.
Oh no, I think he just said that same word he said on the telly in English quite a few times.
That reminds me, we didn't finish. We didn't finish this field that I'd started mowing in front of the farm.
Well, if you want to start doing that while me and Alan finish this up.
I'll come back down for the stuff, because I was gonna... I can't put that in the...
If you grab the Riggy Electric, that's got front and rear attaches, you'll be able to take both things at once rather than make two trips.
Yeah, I'll bring the electric down, but no, it's not that. I can't put any. I wanted to perhaps put some silage in the
Pit.
The pit, and I can't.
It's full of bales.
It's full of bales.
Just out of curiosity, have you got a fuel trailer?
Why is that thing low?
Yes, both of them are. Even the Burma's low on fuel. No,
already?
We don't have a fuel trailer.
You might have to nip to fuel station. Chris, you want to look at it? If you might start the game, you'll pause.
I've got just under half a tank.
Well,
If you want to nip to a fuel station, you'll pick me up a ploughman's lunch while you're there.
the fuel stations. If you go,
Just press F11 and open up the easy development tool.
you basically just go around the roundabout, carry on going down, and then it's the second left. See,
The first second left.
sorry, it's the second left.
Or is it the second
Which is
first
it?
left?
First or second?
Second.
I'm also wondering if we're going to try and sleep at some, because we're getting
Turn time down then.
19. You can sleep on contracts. It doesn't.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
just knock it to real time if you want. Ah, back. Sorry.
Auto save. Today would be nice. Train barrier, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, fuel station's over there.
Hmm.
There's actually one in the centre of town right next to the shop as well, as probably nearer.
That was the one I was trying to describe.
Alright, well there's one up by the barn, which is where I've got to go and drop these.
No, it wasn't about that one, it was one about the one that's in the centre of town.
Because ironically, this John Deere still got a full tank, but then again, this John Deere was only bought about an hour ago, so...
Because the burrer needs some fuel as well, because we've just been running them down. It's one thing we've sort of stopped. Doing is
Finish your
just
sentences.
constantly fueling them up.
Yeah, it's not really a realistic thing. Oh no, I've done 2 miles, I better put diesel in it.
Hmm.
To the point where I actually, on one of my own personal saves, I've only ever done it once, I actually managed to run a vehicle out of fuel.
Well, that was your own fault.
I actually blame the workers, because I'd had AI workers running it for a while and hadn't checked it when I'd picked it up off them.
Yeah, well, was that the one where you ended up nearly spending 2 hours to do a field?
Oh no, home walls, I have a load of them. I've just had one next to me, just spent... the worst one was... I had a tractor spend real life 7 hours planting potatoes.
Why do it to yourself? Because it's going to take just as long to harvest the friggin' stuff.
I know, but... if life was easy, it'd be boring.
We could do with them bales coming out of the silage pit.
There you go.
The trouble is this bale trailer can't really pick them up because it's not one of them magi loads. I'll have to get the bale spike and just...
You could still get it.
I don't think it can take its arm down in the silage pit. I don't think it's wide enough.
Who unloaded them in there?
Probably me.
Yeah.
For a change, I can actually say not me.
I expected you to put them in the, like the shed, like drop them outside of the bale thing and stack them in the shed or something.
Why would I go and do something silly like that?
Because you haven't got any logic.
But David doesn't do logic.
We know he doesn't do logic. But he does he does kind of on a Thursday. Well, maybe not. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, because why have we got bales? Oh, yeah.
What's your problem now?
We've got bales in a vehicle shed.
So I've also got vehicles in the bale shed.
Right, where do these live?
In the vehicle shed. We've already established that, boss.
Right, well that's the bale. Hang on, that's the baler. Did we have it in front of the? Did we have the mower and the windrower in front of the seeder?
Does it really matter? Just park them somewhere.
Well, I'm trying to park them somewhere, but I want to be at least organised so we know where they are, but... Okay, so you're gonna have to go and get some fuel in a minute with this one. I don't have to charge this battery up on this because it doesn't need it. Didn't need charging in the first place. Somebody decided to
Yeah, but
charge it anyways.
it was parked near it, so I thought I might as well. It's one of them. If you happen to be passing a fuel station, yeah, get fuel, but just don't go out your way to get it when you don't need it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take the Burma to get some fuel. The Burra.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Because I'm gonna need it for the loading wagon.
Well, I've got fuel in this thing now anyway, so I'm back in the field baling.
Yeah, I'm just selling the bales. Well, you know, transport.
Just know you've got to keep stopping every 5 seconds to unload it.
I know, the fast
No,
baler
no.
is such a great piece of kit.
Yes, but you haven't got the DLC enabled.
And we also don't have the £110,000 that it costs.
Not yet. If I could have... I can't clear the silage pit as of yet anyways, because I haven't got the front loader. Who's got the front loader?
Alan.
Well, yeah. He's got the only... No, it doesn't matter.
No, he's doing nothing that way, but yeah, 'cause he was trying to aim it at me, and he's like, no, my John Deere doesn't have a front loader.
Doesn't on Purbeck either.
Even though we are using the short wheelbase one on Purbeck, whereas this is the long.
Yeah, I still can't believe you nearly ditched that trailer into that silage pit.
Into the friggin' slurry pit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was...
That'd have been fun. You'd have had to
That'd
just
have
sell...
been
You'd have had to sell the trailer. Or reset it.
would have been fun in crouches.
I would do a sleep, but I'm not at the house anymore.
Neither am I.
I'm at the fuel
Really?
station. And what?
If you know, get us 20 Marlboro lights while you're there, will you?
Marlboro don't think do the lights anymore.
I have no idea. I don't smoke. It was a joke.
They used to. Used to do lights. They actually
Yeah,
don't-
I've heard
they
it
do
in.
anymore.
I've heard it in the past. I mean, I guess 20 John Player Special said I'll bring you back to F1.
Actually, they're called Players Red now.
Nah, they were black and gold. They were the proper ones.
I think the Windsor Blue is part of the JPS range.
Absolutely no idea.
Don't know, I know Geeks was the usual.
Which is?
Silver and blue.
How much you paying a packet these days?
No idea, 'cause it's only every so often I pay for them. I get back instead.
Okay.
But Tesco's have just put their prices back up.
Well, everywhere's put the pissing prices up.
Well, I used to be able to get a 50 grand pouch of sterling for 18 quid.
Oh yeah, it'd be about 20 odd quid now.
£19.50.
Hmm.
That's good. One more trailer load's going to finish his contract. I don't know whether we're going to sell the offset or keep it.
So.
Well, we've got plenty of hay bales.
By the looks of it,
yeah,
probably, yeah.
The price of vacuum packs keep changing anyway, so...
I'm not surprised.
But 1 hour, lad.
I remember when they used to be like 4 quid.
I remember we used to be able to buy a packet of 10 for 2 quid.
Oh yeah. You can't get 10s
You
anymore.
both, you both a pair of old, you both a pair of old parts.
10 sovereign, 2 quid, happy days.
Hmm.
That's my lunch money sorted. Because they used to sell the fags to people
50p.
and make a nice little profit.
Or a quid.
Quid a fag.
Hmm. Ready? For this? So, just be careful. Just because you guys will not be able to see anything. Actually, we didn't. No, we didn't get any biome thingy payment.
Come on, map, load.
I know.
Are you just looking at grey space and a mountain?
Yeah.
Jump out of the vehicle and jump back in.
I can't.
Yeah, you
There,
can.
now
This
I'm
is
back
work
in.
for me.
Push square and square.
Yeah, no, but at the time you wouldn't let me.
Why was it sinking or something?
Don't know. You just wouldn't let me.
Oh, okay. You should be able to just jump in and out.
Yeah,
Is it?
I'm back on it now.
Yeah, I'm having issues of my own.
When do you not have issues on this game?
Shut up.
Normally it's me that has the issues.
What's your ping, Alan? Out of curiosity.
Anywhere between, well, it drops down to about 32 to 50 is my highest, I think.
I've had about 70. My ping's about 30 to 40, roughly.
Mine's nothing.
Yeah, but you can't see your ping, because you're hosting.
Yeah, occasionally I'll go up to 50, but it does run between that 30 and 40. Or high 40 sort of thing, but yeah. Nothing like I used to get.
No, you've been getting lag.
No, I haven't actually.
I'm surprised we're running off David's connection. I'm still getting a little bit of an issue where sometimes I'll get a little bit of a lag.
What do you mean you're surprised? What are you trying to say about my connection, you cheeky twat?
Nothing.
I'm not
Considering-
surprised.
I
He's on
used
his
to get really
connection.
bad lag though, didn't I?
Yeah, you used to get the bad lag. Yeah, but
Yeah.
if your connection is busy,
But then I have boosted mine, the PlayStation.
I'm running wired.
I'm running wireless.
See, I'm wired on a...
Just yeah, but mine's
On
just
a-
because of where my router is.
There's a thing called an extender.
Yes, I know. But the problem I've got is I can only have the TV in one place.
Yeah, you have an extender and get an Ethernet cable.
But the other side of the room is where my internet is.
I have two extenders, one for PC and one for PS4. My router's downstairs, so that's why I run the Ethernet cable from the extender to the consoles.
So, how's the extender connected to the router then? Wirelessly or by cable?
By cable.
Wow.
One of the extenders is wireless, but the other extender is actually... Remember the one I said it's a dedicated extender just for for consoles? That one's hooked up to the router via a cable.
Right.
From one extender it goes from the main extender, as it's known. It goes from the cable runs from the extender into the router, then to the slave extender, which is the one that's dedicated on its own, goes from there to the consoles.
I don't know. I'll just be glad when I get my PC set up and when I get the steering wheel set up properly.
I wouldn't bother with ETS and ATS. Really wouldn't. Oh, they've delayed Iberia 2021.
Don't know. I haven't played them for God knows how long.
It's a while since I have.
Yeah, well, they've
But
delayed.
I've actually got a steering wheel stand now.
I need somebody that's got a bale trailer to come pick up the spare bale that's in the field. For some reason, there's a spare bale dumped in the grassland where I am.
What bale?
I have no idea. It's a bale.
What colour is it?
Christian Bale?
Yellow.
Gareth Bale? yellow. So it's a hay bale then. 'Cause you can get straw bales off that field.
Well,
Why'd you leave one there?
I don't know where it's come from. You were supposed to pick it up last time and you didn't.
Well, why don't you just take that bale and shove it up your ass?
It's all your fault, David.
It is David's
Everything
fault.
always is.
No, it is his fault. Because he forgot to pick it up and he was supposed to pick it up. And I can't remember why he didn't pick it up.
Didn't have the room.
Tell you how much fun it'd create if I didn't. How much it winds you up.
Wait till Thursday, boy, you're in for a shock. No, seriously, you're in for a shock.
Why, what have you done?
It's not what I've done. It's not my doing.
No, I'm using the royal you because anything you or him have done, I'm going to blame on you.
No, it's what's going to happen when with Tim. Because I'm not.
I have no idea what you're
I'm not looking forward to it either. Because you're not the one that's got to do the prep work for it on Tuesday. I've got to go and fight the friggin' druids just so we can get this to do this, because apparently the thing that where we are going is like, do you remember we said that nothing's going to be effective? Well, food's not going to be good either. We had a discussion quickly after we had kind of a discussion after you left, because you left early.
No, I left at the time I always finish because
You didn't.
I have to work the next day.
Yeah, you left a quarter to.
Don't have to.
You wouldn't think he does much work, would you?
Just sits there and drives around everywhere, you know.
Yeah. No, that's what Chris used to do, and my cargo doesn't unload itself.
I'd like to see you drive one of them. I'd like to see you have to put up with the fucking shit of the one fucking passengers. But the one thing I will admit, I never ever lost my cool. Even though there was some points where you would want to, I never ever did. Okay, so I can't unload. Actually, we were going to do silage bales, weren't we?
I don't know.
Earth to David.
Yeah, but weren't you going to do that same trick as last time?
Yeah, I wasn't.
You were going to scoop it all up with the thing and dump it on the yard, and we're going to do it that way.
Yeah, which is what I've been doing. But I'm now full, so... Yeah, because then we'll use the baler and we'll use the wrapper and...
Which wrapper?
I'm not entertaining that. Not entertaining that one bay. Because that's normally David's joke.
Of course, everyone's favourite, parappa. And I'll be surprised if many people get that reference.
Parappa?
Yeah.
You on about Papa the Rapper?
Yes.
Yeah. God, that's an old game. Yeah. Very old.
Was it not remastered very recently?
Yeah, it was. Just like Medieval.
Hmm.
Okay, that's... I mean...
You mean what?
Did you... Have you actually sat down and played any of the Mafia yet?
Yes.
No.
What? The original? Mafia.
I'm going to start with the original.
1 and 2.
What, you've played them or what?
I've got them. Oh, I've started to play them both.
You want to play first one before you do the second one.
Yeah, I know, because it sort of leads into it, but I have actually
Yes.
nearly completed the first one anyway. I've forgotten how good they were.
I've never played them, so it'd be a new one to me. But I'm guessing you got the trilogy pack as well, did you?
Yes,
Well,
but I got mine for the Xbox.
You pillock.
the thing is,
Well, the thing is, I've got Mafia 3 on PS4 anyway.
so have I, but
So have we all.
the only thing is, I do find that the way things handle in Mafia is a lot different. You can tell the difference between that and Mafia 3 handling.
Oh yeah.
You can so tell. I mean, I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to say anything about storylines and etc. etc. But how far did you play Mafia 3, David?
Three. Have I had 3?
Yeah?
Was it not 4?
3?
I haven't done a
3
4.
then.
You haven't done 4?
What? Oh, am I getting me numbers? So yeah, I think I'm about 9% of the way through it. I didn't quite get to where you unlocked that, like, top island, but I think it's 5.
So you met Vito?
Yes.
Right. Okay. It'll all make sense when you eventually play Mafia 2.
Right.
See, I've got to get back on Mafia 3 just to finish.
Yeah,
see what it is.
that's the game I always keep. Trust me, I could do with taking like a fortnight off work just to sit and play. But then again, I probably spend most of it sat playing this anyway, because that's the kind of person I am.
Probably
So.
would. I mean, like I say, I managed to get to an interesting part in Mafia 3. And it was actually really well done, just kind of reminded me a little bit of Far Cry 5.
If you could reason on you had to skip an entire line around the outside.
Well, yeah, because as I was driving around, there was a line to join up with all the rest, so
It's Chris's fault.
Well,
it's just the way in
no,
which it's gone.
some of it isn't my fault, because some of it was saying I don't own this land, so I couldn't pick it up.
So it's Chris's. Yeah, this is in the middle of the field, and that issue there.
Oh, I'm not in... I thought you were on about the edge of the field. You said edge of the field, not middle.
No, the edge of where he's working now. There's like an entire line that he's just left.
Well, I don't bloody know, because I'm not
Yeah,
over
but it's
there.
where I am. It's where I am now, David. If you look, the way in which it's gone.
I'll blame whoever's on the mower and the tedder.
Yeah, just 'cause that's me, you pillock.
There's an awful lot of grass that hasn't actually been cut.
Well, that's the person on the mower and the tedder.
I'm starting to think this is a bit of a fucking witch hunt. I don't like this game anymore.
Oh, by the way, did you know that SOT is bringing in like Battle Pass and all that shit now?
That'll be aimed at you, Alan, 'cause I don't play Sea of Thieves.
I haven't actually got it anymore.
You not got it?
No, because where I wasn't playing it for so long, because obviously I didn't have gold, I've taken it off.
Well, you will have done if you lost your... Yeah, you will have done. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you re-get gold, would you not get it back?
I have got gold, and I have got the Game Pass, so I will, at some point, really do it.
Yeah, you'll get it back, because it's still on
Oh,
Game
yeah.
Pass. It's still popular on Game Pass. But I actually went out and bought it anyways.
I am tempted to actually buy it, but not until the new year.
I bought it. I mean,
Get onwards first.
even because I had even though I'd been looking for ancient coins and had a spare bit of ancient coin, the dogs were only 480 ancient coins. Yes,
Oh,
they've
you've got a
added...
dog now, have you?
I've got a dog and a cat. Yeah, they've added the dog. I've got a dog, a cat, and a parrot.
Yeah, well, you got Pedro.
Yeah, I changed his name. Squawky.
So one second. Are you running a pirate ship or a fucking zoo?
Fuck you.
I've got the monkey.
You've got the monkey.
Now, to me, from what I've seen, the only good part about that was that you could put the monkey in the cannon and fire it.
You can launch the parrot, the cat, the dog,
And yourself.
and yourself.
Oh yeah, I've seen that you guys. There's something about loading a monkey into a cannon and launching it.
Oh yeah, it's been done.
Oh yeah, I know. I've watched Achievement on that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mr. Island.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fun.
They've added.
Yeah, if any animal cruelty lot are watching, we are not talking about real life. Don't come and sue us.
No, Peter, piss off.
We only put our monkeys in trebuchets, not cannons.
It just made me laugh when PTA went against fucking. Tried to go against Animal Crossing and Nintendo. What a joke. And then they tried to. That was it. It was about the. Did I tell you about the Blackpool elimination thing?
Yeah, the vegans wanted a.
Well, no, Peter actually would pay a donation to the Blackpool Illuminations if they displayed a sign saying something like tofu didn't cause a pandemic. No, seriously. I wish I couldn't make that shit up. It was on my Facebook wall because I shared the article and it was like, you really couldn't make that shit up. It was just like, what the fuck? They're just, the whole organisation's just screwed over.
Of course they are, vegans are.
I'm not on about vegans. I've got friends who are vegans. One of them being a community manager at Bethesda. Sorry, European Community Lead at Bethesda.
I've got nothing against vegans. I just like my meat.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against vegans either. They're alright with good sauce.
I've got nothing against vegans, bar one person, and they call themselves the vegan teacher on TikTok. She is an utter fucking Fruit Loop. I swear to you. No, she's a fucking Fruit Loop for the fact that she turns round and says that about like, oh, we should stop raping animals and all this shit. And it's like, stop raping cows.
Yeah, if you want to rape an animal, let you go.
That was it. Stop raping cows by milking them. And it's like,
supposed to get the fucking milk out of them.
I'm not being funny.
You can use a knife, but they become single use at that point. It gets expensive.
If you don't actually milk a cow, it'll kill it. And then that is me being serious. If the cows don't get milked, they end up dying. Which is, I know you can sit there and laugh, but it's actually a true fact.
Oh no, I've heard that somewhere in the past myself. Yeah. So I'm clear.
And it's like, how the fuck are we raping an animal by getting milk from it? It's like, where
Depends
the fuck?
how you do it, I guess.
Yeah, but no, but it's just like, what the? She just spouts shit, and it's like, just fuck off, will you? You know, you're really annoying, and the amount of hate she gets, it's funny, because there's people that troll her and basically they post like picture comments and shit of people holding like doner kebabs and shit, and it's like, just to wind her up. It's just like, yeah, you're getting the reaction out of people, but you're not getting the reaction for the good reason. You're getting all the reaction for the bad reasons, because you're just spouting utter shit. And it just makes me laugh, because it's like, what fucking planet are you on? Go back to fucking Fruit Loop Town or wherever it is you're from, you fucking weirdo. I don't care. I really don't care, because, like I say, I've got nothing against vegans, but I have against you, because you're a fucking weirdo. And if you want to turn around and try and get me done for slander, it's like, well, I'll just get you thingied for all the shit that you do. What?
How's the slander we use speaking the truth?
Because that's the type of person she is. She'll turn around and accuse it of being slander. Because I'm slandering it and sullying her name. And it's like, no, you're just a fucking loony.
There you go, David.
Are you two finished, actually?
Just about. He's got a couple more passes to do, and I think literally the next bale will sell.
Yeah,
We'll finish the contract.
I was going to say, well,
We might as well get this last little bit.
whatever you're doing, please stop.
He's
Because my fucking ping rate is going up sky high.
David, move out the way. I've got to turn.
We were reenacting the scene from Ghost with tractors. It's the best way I can describe it.
Right, let me pick all this up because this is amazing.
See what I mean? You leave them alone for 2 minutes.
If you come flying across an industrial estate, I can see you on the map.
You leave them alone unsupervised. God, my fucking
We're not
ping.
unsupervised, we're supervising each other.
Yeah.
They're not doing a very good job about it.
If you want to go and get the electric tractor, by the way, it's in over by field 14.
Why is it over by field 14?
Because I had to borrow it because the John Deere ended up with a slight problem.
Did you flip it?
That's never good when Dave says that, is it?
It might have ended up without its wheels touching the ground.
Yeah.
I had a real problem where the driver's side mirror was folded in and I couldn't fold it out because the cab was on top of it.
Yeah, that's not actually surprising. It's a, ooh, which map was it? Ravenport all over again?
There's been a few of them.
Jumping down the hill with a fucking full trailer full of logs.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
I'll take the shortcut to the sawmill. Bang! Logs went everywhere.
I think if we build that map up now, we'll still find some.
Probably would.
And was that before? That was after you planted the magic forest and nearly bricked all our PS4s. Actually, no, the potato incident was better for that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember the Magic Forest.
No,
The potato incident, we had this wise idea. We got a mod that allowed us to make pallets of potatoes.
Oh my god.
And we ended up with about 60 of them and about frame rate of about 2 frames a minute.
Oh. Yeah, it was.
I've also got the video footage of it. It looks like something from Admin Animations.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't that one? Was it one of the potato fields that Al? Was it one of the potato fields that Alan had planted and we never ever harvested it, or did we
Something like that.
harvest it?
There was that contract Alan took out that me and you had to finish that took about a fortnight.
Yeah. But then, no,
Get one more full barrel out, Alan, and then we'll call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The potato incident was, yeah, like, we were talking, like David said, we were like 2 FPS.
Yeah, it just absolutely. We ended with that many pallets on screen, and we were there trying to take them to the sale point in that. It was brilliant because wherever you were on the map, you could tell what direction the farm was if you looked in that direction. The frame rate just died.
If you want one, I can get one more load.
No, because we'll finish the contract on this one and we can't need it anyway now. Pack it up, we'll head home. I'll go and sell these.
Yeah, the frame rate. Oh.
Oh, it just absolutely. I'm surprised he didn't do any damage on consoles, to be honest. He just absolutely.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't the. It was the. It was the. It wasn't the fact of the potato crates. It was all the potatoes it actually had to render within them.
Hmm.
It was
Whatever
all...
it was basically making pallets of potatoes, and he really didn't like it.
No, it didn't.
I mean, you got to understand why the console has that limit on numbers of bales and stuff.
Yeah, why it has the bale limit and why it has the square count.
It's quite funny because on PC now I've got way more than I could ever get on console. It's running fine, but obviously it's got quite a bit more.
Well, yeah. But you know, you chuck something like that on console, i.e. them potatoes, and that was a recipe for disaster.
It was, yeah.
Okay, so
Oh my.
a bit of the field, yeah. So a bit of the field is grown, and then the rest still nowhere near.
We'll just have to next time give it a chance to catch. I don't know how many more we're doing before we go back to Purbeck or.
Oh, still more. Still got more
Still
to
more.
do because we've still got to sort of back out.
It also gives us a chance because if Alan's going to join us, we might want to maybe look at adjusting the mod list for Purbeck.
Yeah, because
Try and remove a few.
Right, where's this baler going, by the way?
Baylor sits down. There should be a big space for it. Is there not space for it?
Well, I don't know where it sits.
Down the bottom shed.
What, the shed that I'm at?
Yep. Oh god. And it...
Because next to the tank,
yeah,
you had
no, yeah, no, it sits in front of that wrapper. See where I've got the like...
they generally work as a pair, so we keep them together.
Yeah, it sits in front of there.
Okay.
Because we'll need the
I'll
baler.
bring this back.
We'll need the baler again for... at some point for... doing... the...
Just realised we cocked up a little bit really, didn't we?
Why did we cock up?
Well, we put canola on that one owl field we own.
Yeah?
We're not going to get any straw off that.
No.
Probably next time we should do wheat or barley or something.
Well, you told me to put canola down on it, so I was only following your orders.
I mean, we have a few straw bales already, don't we? I think we're alright for now, but
Yeah.
I think next time we're going to have to do a crop of something we can get.
So is that the thing actually charging me?
Yeah, this is charging at the minute.
Is that the way in which it's flashing, that was all?
Yeah, it's got 47 seconds till it's charged. You know where that lives?
Wherever I wanted to.
What are you doing? Really putting it in there?
Just for now, let me know.
It's got its own dedicated space by that tanker.
Yeah, but it'll be alright in there.
14 seconds for charging. Yeah.
By the way, I don't know how loud you got your game on. Can you hear the engine noise? This thing out.
Yeah,
I can hear it, and I've not got my game
that
audio.
does sound nice.
Gives
Yeah.
me a proper booming.
Yeah.
We do like this old iron D.
Yeah, that's what we always use. But anyways, guys and girls, we're going to end this one here. So, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, you can follow us on Twitch. If not, if you haven't yet, why not? You can do so.
We have seeds for magic beans.
Well, that's your fault. So, yeah. Don't forget you can support the channel via our Ko-fi and our Patreon. Links for them are in the description. All of the social media links are in the description, and we shall see you next time. So until then.
Adios,
So
amigos.
long and thanks for all the fish.
Goodbye for now. I did wonder when he was going to discover that.